welcome back, guys, to the Mokdong studio here in Seoul, Korea. This is the GSL up and down matches, and here we have our next match. Looks like it's going to be TSL JYP versus Slayers YugiOh on good old Antigua Shipyard, or good new Antigua Shipyard, I guess it is. Fairly new map.
Yeah, it's a relatively new ladder map.
A lot of people are tweeting some good Pokemon jokes at us.
Yeah, they
Twitter.
were. You can tweet at us at ProxyWolf is myself and Gosudilla.
Yeah.
Tweet at us who you think's gonna make it out of these groups. Tweet at us what your favorite color is.
We might even
I want to know,
back.
man.
Me too. What is your favorite color?
My favorite color? You know, I don't really have a favorite color. That's actually one of those things about me where I'm like, I don't know.
You just set that up to like try to make yourself sound like a really interesting person.
Well, here's the thing.
Wow,
I really, when I buy products, I usually get white.
Oh, okay.
Like I have a white MacBook, for example, and I had a white
that's like
iPhone.
the only color they do them in, isn't it?
No, there's black or white.
Oh, all right.
Well, now I think it's only white for those old plastic books. You can't get them anymore. But
well,
I had a
there
white
you go.
car back in the United States.
Mine's a green.
Ah.
Let's get into the game.
Red versus blue here at the GSL YugiOh. Our blue player wearing a blue Slayer shirt versus JYP wearing his red TSL shirt.
Oh.
Red with a blue headset versus blue, the green headset.
Doesn't make any sense. Colonel Show glasses. All right, so here we are in Antigua Shipyards, and on the right side of the map is our Red Protoss player from the team TSL. He is
JYP.
Stands for his initials. Don't you know? There he is. It's really a battle of whose hair is rounder. And here on the left side is our Zerg player from Slayers. He is JYP has pretty round hair. Check it out. YugiOh. It's pretty round hair as well. I don't know. It's tough to call.
Well, we were talking about favorite colors, but I don't think you told me what your favorite color was.
Oh, it's green.
It was actually is your favorite color.
It's green. Yeah, green.
So you did
definitely.
get a green car on purpose.
I never owned a green car.
Oh, I thought you said you had a green car. Was that
No.
oh, you were just saying. Oh, I said my favorite. I had a white car. You said
Oh.
mine is green. Saying my favorite color is green.
Oh,
but
I see.
I thought you meant you had a green
Sorry
car.
to confuse you.
Because green cars are, depending on what tint of green, it can be a little bit weird.
Yeah, that's true.
Ooh, are we gonna see him try to cannon here?
I think he should, man. I mean, that was a hatch first. You got to punish that stuff, IMO.
Well, when your opponent doesn't have an overlord to spot, and
Oh,
Too
wow.
bad.
2 pylons block that off on this map.
Yep.
The only question is, does he have room to make a cannon?
he does have room, absolutely.
Okay.
And he will make that cannon immediately here.
Yep.
Actually,
Immediately.
there he goes. Cancels.
Puts the cannon down as well.
May make a second cannon, but most likely we'll just leave it with the one. Gonna
be.
start damaging that hatchery already with the probe. More drones coming off here. He may trap
is
the
he gonna
drone
trap?
inside, actually.
Oh, so close, and he's just not going to be able to barely get it.
Well, he starts the
Another
second cannon
cannon
there. He'll probably cancel that cannon as the first cannon finishes. Just cancels it as the drones leave.
Yeah, man. This is just
Spawning
why
pool blocking a gas. Oh,
That-
no.
What? I think a little bit of panic here from YugiOh.
I think you're exactly right, man. He's
Well,
definitely a little bit panicked here. Nexus goes down for
You
JYP.
just don't go hatch first against Protoss if you're not prepared to dedicate enough drones to stopping that probe from doing what it's doing here. I mean,
Well, here's the thing. Actually,
Oh,
no matter
that is
how
just
many,
hard to
many
look at.
drones he pulled, even if he pulled every last drone, he would not have stopped that cannon from finishing if
Yeah.
JYP didn't want him to. You have to have an overlord to prevent that wall off from happening. If that wall off happens, doesn't matter if you pull all the king's men
oh, look at this.
and all the
Probe's still
drones.
living.
Doesn't matter, man.
You know, I just don't. I don't know. I don't understand Zergs that go hatch first against Protoss. It's just so dangerous. I mean, yeah, you can do it, but it's such a big risk. Look at how long it's going to take him to kill this cannon. He's going to lose so many Zerglings doing this. That's a lot of drones that he's losing, too.
Yeah. And loses even one more. Targets the drone. Targets the other drone, trying to avoid killing that spine, because the spine's never going to get killed.
Yeah.
Nice micro by JYP, but nice micro by YugiOh as well,
Nice
pulling the
cannon
drones
micro.
away. Yeah, man. Gotta micro those cannons sometimes.
That's right.
In some cases, especially in StarCraft 1, when cannons were under attack, you'd have to micro them really well. You gotta target down Hydras if the Hydras are in range rather than attacking the Zerglings.
Very true. Oh, I'm excited. We get to find out what the new units are, I think, this weekend.
Oh yeah, that's actually really
BlizzCon.
exciting, man.
Don't miss BlizzCon.
I can't wait to watch that stuff.
Don't miss the Code S finals at BlizzCon.
Yeah, definitely don't miss that. It's going to be in Anaheim. And that last pylon stays alive a little bit longer here.
Guess so. You know, as long as we're on the subject, if you guys are in Korea, you can come on down to the studio for the Code S finals. We're going to actually have a viewing party here.
Yeah, very true.
Some snacks and some pop.
Come down. It's at 1 p.m. Korean time, I believe. So come on down. You're in Seoul. Don't watch alone. We'll have not only a Korean stream, but also an English stream. So
yeah,
you can watch Nick or Dan or our Korean casters.
Yep, we'll be there.
Hang out with your friends. Yeah, I'll most likely be there.
Oh, you will be. You'll be there. You will be.
And like afterwards, we just see like a Star Destroyer. Asteroid fly into the Star Destroyer.
I know. Some player leaves, and then it's like, that Protoss was our only hope. And then Yoda's like, no, there is another.
3 extractors being taken by YugiOh.
Huh. All right. Well, I mean, we do see a lot of early infestor pushes against Protoss these days. He's not going to be able to use that one quite as efficiently, but we've seen a lot of these early Ling infestor pushes now.
Yeah, we do see that sometimes. It's very difficult to push the Ling infestor on this map because of the ramp.
Positions too.
Yeah, these positions as well. Yeah.
Yeah.
With that ramp there, it's really hard to drop the infested Terrans. So you have to get very close to the cannons. Robotics is on its way. Very quick robotics actually from JYP. See if it goes fast Colossus. That has kind of been his style a lot of the time.
Is sad.
That drone, yeah, he just wants to make a hatchery, but
I don't know. That sound that drones make when they're hitting something, it just sounds like someone slamming like a raw steak against a refrigerator or something like that. I don't know. Oh, look at this.
It's like the funniest thing I've ever heard. He's actually going to try to pull a MVP Tails here and sneak a probe into the main and warp units, and that's not going to work.
Look like it's going to work.
No. But the pylon is actually not spotted by YugiOh, so when his observer comes out, he can warp units in there. There is an infestation pit on the way. 7 more drones being made for YugiOh. He's actually making 2 hatcheries, 1 at the third base now that he's cleaned up that pylon, and a macro hatchery at the natural. He's already got +1 Carapace finishing up here. Zergling speed just now starting, getting a very late Zergling speed. But that's pretty common when you go for this fast infestor play, though.
Yeah, absolutely. In this case, it's going to be a little more defensive.
Oh, the Overseer is going to get in and see everything. The support bay will not actually see the gateways, however.
Yeah, but seeing that support bay really tells him all he needs to know at this point. And
well, actually, if JYP adds 2 more gates here, he's actually going to be going up to 6 gateways. He's going to know that there's a Colossi coming up. But he's
look at this.
Yeah, this is what I was talking about earlier. When the Observer gets there, he can warp in some zealots. He may actually wait and warp in a few more.
Oh, I think
But in this case, now YugiOh is going to be thinking, there's not that many gateways. He just went for fast Colossus. But he goes back in with the Overseer and sees the gateways. So he knows now.
Well, YugiOh's good, man. He knows he needs to do effective scouting. You can't just poke in and assume things.
You cannot poke in and assume things. It's very true.
Yep.
And now actually a sentry warped in. He's going to force field the ramp, and there's nothing in the main.
Uh-oh, well, there is something in the main, actually. It's a bunch of very vulnerable drones and a queen. That's what's in the main, man, and that is what's going to die. Goodbye, queen. Another force field preventing the other queen, but the Zealot's kind of just standing there.
Yeah, those are lazy Zealots, man.
JYP.
That's like the Zealots that's in that volunteer group that has his hands in his pocket, and you have to be like, dude, what are you doing, man? You gotta work.
So he's trying to kind of block the ramp because he didn't want to dedicate another sentry to this. So not as much damage being done as it really could have done, I feel.
He still has a lot of Zealots in there, though, man, and they're going to be in a really good spot in between the mineral line. Well, actually, he's not quite positioning them as well as he could have. He actually could have made this do so much more.
I agree. That could have gone a lot better. And you know what? There's 12 mutas on the way right now, and I don't know if JYP is going to have what needs to handle that.
He actually does not, man. He's got 6 sentries and 1 stalker back at home, and that's quite simply not enough. 12 mutas in total on the way.
Yeah, I mean, those stalkers, well, that's what you need to defend against mutas, obviously, but the sentries, they don't do a lot of damage.
They don't do a lot of damage. They have very low range.
It's kind of like one of those, super soakers when you were a kid. Like if you had a really strong one, it maybe stung a little bit, got you really wet, but didn't really do any damage to you.
Yeah.
That's kind of what a sentry is like.
I would agree, man.
And we might see
are actually just going to go. Yeah, the Muse are actually just going to go attack. the base of JYP. JYP is not going to turn around. He can't turn around here.
Nice attempt to the warp and block. Didn't quite work. 4 gateways immediately unpowered, and yeah, these mutas are going to do a ton of damage.
These 2 cannons may finish. It's going to help slow this down.
Yeah.
In the meantime, he actually looks like he's going to send his stalkers over here to attack multiple bases at once. He wants to make sure no drones can escape.
Well, JYP's got enough at his opponent's base where he can just keep warping in stalkers here, not right under the mutas, preferably, but you know he can warp them in other places and maybe clean this up.
Well,
But
he's actually not allowed any drones to escape, and if he can continue that and make sure that no drones do escape here, then it means YugiOh may, in fact, lose this game. He has no drones out on the map right now. The probes actually went home. I don't know why they went home, man. They wanted to get some extra minerals, I guess, but they're only going to return about 20 extra there, but he still has a lot of probes in the middle of the map, even so.
They're just hardworking probes. I mean, those are the probes you have to have those videos about where we really care about your safety.
He wanted to have enough for
your
one
job.
Nexus and a pylon by the looks of things, and he's going to bring these probes actually over here to start fighting a hatchery. I'm not sure if I agree with that. Doesn't want to lose those probes to the Broodlings, but now the drones are definitely not going to escape. More mutas pop out, though, and they're going to kill the probes. All of the probes are actually being killed at the 3rd base.
Yeah, this is actually getting to be a little bit crazy here because the army
those
is still pretty
probes!
strong.
Those probes do escape. That is so crucial those probes get out. He still has 3 probes left in the middle of the map. He can use those to make a Nexus to unreveal himself, I guess you could say. He's not yet been revealed, but he will be as soon as his other Nexi die. And I think JYP might actually still take this game, but there's still a lot of mutas out. These Zerglings engaging at a bad spot.
Yeah,
I don't know why we're watching those Overlords, but here we go. These drones are actually going to try to escape. Will he force field them? He forces, but he misses the force field.
Oh, he gets him, though. Wow, you know, the army for JYP is so strong. And with these last drones going down, there's 1 drone left.
He's sending mutas into the base to try to kill these probes.
Yep, he might have to just build the Nexus right YugiOh's base.
Well, he actually, he's being revealed. YugiOh is now being revealed. The extractors, he's got 3 extractors.
And is it going to be enough? That's still
I don't know, man.
Mutas,
I think that might be too many mutas.
That is a lot of mutas, and the Stalker's going down quite rapidly. I think YugiOh might have this.
I think you're right.
I can't believe it.
Yeah, in most cases, mutas can win this fight.
Yeah.
He wasn't being careful with them at first, but now he's actually just going to win this fight, man. There's nothing else to say.
Yeah, YugiOh can just
The extractors are being targeted down. There's only 1 extractor left here, but he's going to stop these units from reaching it. And that will be that, man. The Immortal trying to get there. No, he will not. And that is going to be GG.
I think so, yeah. There's no way that JYP can kill that last extractor.
He's got an observer looking at it, but the observer is not going to look the extractor to death.
The last probes go down. I'm pretty sure that was it. 1 probe left on the map somewhere, but
he's actually mining with it. It is
he is. Okay. So
he's still got a Stalker and a Sentry, and if all the mutas leave, he's got that observer to see if all the mutas leave, he can just kill it, but the mutas are not going to leave, man.
Are they going to get close enough for the mutas to see it? Oh, they are.
I don't know why this was the choice that was made here by YugiOh.
Yeah, I mean, he could have just kind of pulled back a little bit, tried to macro up a little bit.
I'm sorry, not YugiOh, JYP. JYP, I don't know why he went.
Right.
Here, he should have waited for those mutas to leave or tried to do something else, but in this case, it's just not going to matter.
There's a few mutas in the main as well, killing the last of the probes. Only 1 observer out on the map, and you can't win a game with that.
Nope, the observer, like I said, is not going to glare at the extractor until it dies.
Can't use harsh language or something to win games. And YugiOh, JYP just scratching his head, man. He's like, how did that happen? I'll tell you how. Does not have enough stalkers.
Mutas are so difficult to deal with as a Protoss.
They really are.
And in that situation, the Zerg will 99.99% of the time win. He has mutas out on the map. Do you turn around? No, because the mutas will come back to the base.
Yeah.
And you'll be like, oh, well, he killed a lot of my probes and I didn't kill anything of his. Now I'm definitely going to lose. If you don't turn around, mutas are going to kill your bases. You try to hide stuff. Guess what? There's mutas flying around. They're really good at finding stuff. They're really fast. They're really strong, actually. And I was worried for YugiOh there for a minute because he made a lot more mutas, but then he kept flying them over the stock because they were just dying. I was like, he can't be doing this. You know, he can't actually lose 4 or 5 mutas like this.
It was close.
This is tense, man.
It was really close for a moment, but like you said, they're just enough mutas. Well, these up and down games yesterday and today have just been really exciting. Man, I'm having fun.
I'm having fun too, man. This is pretty exciting. Well, our next match is going to be Hongen versus Keen.
All right.
Hangen 0-2 right now. He absolutely has to win this match.
Yeah, Keen 1-1. If Keen wins it, that could be his ticket to redemption here.
Yeah.
He's not out of it quite yet, but if he loses it, then we're gonna have two players at 1-2. That's kind of like sealing both of their fates almost at this point. We'll see. I mean, we've had ties in the past where we have to go to tiebreaker rounds, but
Yeah,
doesn't look like
up
that's gonna
Marine
happen
King for
today.
reference.
Oh man, there were 15 games that day. That was a lot of games.
Well, Keen and Hangen are both Code S players currently.
Yep.
Fighting each other to see who can keep it. And it's a very unique situation, to have these two players falling out. They've both been in Code S for a while. Hangen much longer. Hangen's been around forever. I don't know if you guys watched the Prime highlight video that they showed for the Team League finals, but I remember when Hangen played against Fruit Dealer, and Fruit Dealer did that all in, and Hangen made a maze with his gateways and his pylons. You can go look this up on that highlight video if you want to watch, or you can go look at that game up. It's Open Season 3, I believe it was. And anyway, watch that game, and that game was the game that I became a huge Hangen fan, and he's been here forever,
Yeah, he has been around for a long time. I mean, I kind of would consider him the Code S Protoss version of Clyde, maybe, being around long enough. But is he going to have the staying power of some of his other Code S brethrens? Been drinking a lot of that blood, man.
Yeah, he's actually drank probably a third of it there.
About a pint or so. He needs it to survive. If Hangen goes out in the sun, he sparkles like a diamond. Oh, those aren't real vampires. Who am I kidding? The vampires in Twilight are almost more like snakes, right? They're kind of shiny. Like
I don't know. I never
scales.
actually read any of Twilight
They're
or watched any of
poisonous?
those movies. I don't know anything about the Twilight vampires, man. I just know the guy's name. I think is Edward Cullen. Is that right?
Oh, don't pretend like you have to try to remember. You know.
Is that right?
Yeah, it is.
Oh, okay. I don't know any of the other characters' names. I don't know the girl's name. I don't know that other werewolf character's name. I know about these characters. I don't know their names. I know the names of our victims here. They're Hangen and Keen. Terran versus Protoss here at the GSL Up and Downs.